Hello, hello everyone. This is Rex Red and I am back again, back with another exciting tutorial on Cakewalk. And I don't need to change the name of this tutorial because it is going to be the same as the last tutorial. But we're going to have a few little changes here. Okay, we are working. Say hi, Sigmund. Hi, Sigmund. Oh, that was nice. He'll never get that right. Yeah, Sigmund says hi. So, all right. What we're doing today is I have a song here, and I think I'm going to mute some of my background vocals because they have not been edited yet. Vocals, so we're going to mute this just so they don't come in and wreak havoc here. So I have a lot of editing to do on the vocals here. Well, it's mostly at the end, okay? So, okay, these look like they're the same. Then we have something that's different. And then we go back to the same again. So, what we're going to do is I've put all these tracks here. I don't know if I have enough, but what I need to do is break up this music because what I did was next time maybe... Maybe it just might be, hi, Angus. Hello. How are you today? All right. Now we have something here. What's this? Something I added here. Okay, so what I have for a problem here is that now I've taken this song on to, this is a new song that I've been working on, and I have taken this song to some of my online critics that I usually take it to. I take my music to them, and they say, oh, Rex, the drum is too loud, or this is too loud, or I like this, but that part needs to be softer. And they help me, and their suggestions are very good because a lot of times I am too caught up in the song to I just haven't had a chance to really kind of think about things. And they come in and right off the bat, they notice things, okay? So now insert. We're going to go to a soft synth here and insert Ueberschall, okay? Now Ueberschall is where I got this music from. And now I have to find out where I got it from. I think it was commercial pop maybe. Okay, it's not there. I think it's called Feeling Good. Now, what is this called? True. It's so easy. Here we go. Happy Days. Okay. I don't think it's going to be that hard to find this. I just have to go here and feel. It's called Feel You. Okay, so we're going to go find Feel You. It's not here. Chart hits. Feel You. Okay, it might be here it's not in resonator guitar. Synth pop, I think it might be here. No, pop ballads. Feel You. Okay. Now, here is our intro. So we need everything except the top one. So what we're going to do is right click here and we're going to clear all keys, so that they are all clear. And then what we're going to do is drag these down one by one. 2, 3, 4. This is really kind of difficult to do. And right now, currently, it's just totally crashing my brain here. So I don't... Okay. Okay. Okay, so I don't need this because that is just this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to right click. We're going to export original. But what I want to do is get rid of all of these first. Delete. Get rid of that. Now let's start fresh. Export original. There's one. Okay, let's do all of these first. Right click. Export original. Click export original. Export original. And export original. Okay, because I made this song follow the beat already. Okay, we can't move that. Okay, let's just minimize this. And then we're going to go now and we're going to try to do this. Where does this start? Okay, so it starts here. Okay, we want this set to whole notes so we don't have to mess with anything. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, that was fewer, but I think we're going to have other parts. Okay. Okay, this is going to be loud. Let's give these some names. What's this? Okay, this is our drum. Drum, okay. And what's this one? Okay, this is the bass drum. We're going to call that bass drum, but we're going to call this drums. Okay, just to kind of separate them. Okay, and what's this now? This is... Okay, this is hi-hats. Hi-hats. And what is this? This is going to be our bass, I think. Okay, bass. All right, and this is going to be our guitar. Okay. All right, very good. Here we go. Okay. Yes, if this isn't complicated enough. Drums, bass, drum, hi-hat, bass, and guitar. Okay, so now our next thing, our next sample is going to be here. So what we need to do is just copy this to all of those places, okay? All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to go like that and like that. Okay, now I'd like to bring this music down the tracks a bit so I can see what's happening here. Okay, so now we can take this again and move it here. There's another one. And another one here. And another one here. And that's it. Okay. So that's our first pattern. Now our second pattern, we go back to elastic. Okay, we go back to here. No, not to there. To here. All right, we're going to delete these. Okay, and now we go to our second pattern. And that's the mix. Let's see what this is. Okay, we're going to right click. Clear all. All right, now let's see what we have in this verse part. Okay, verse. Okay, what is this? Okay, that I don't think we need this. Let's just put them all in because we want everything's going to be separate. So look how many tracks there are here. This is a lot of musical parts. E bass. Now it tells me the names of them as well. Okay. And that's so. Okay. That's it. Okay, so this can go, because that's like a mix of that. Clear, selected key. Okay, this sounds like our drums again. Let's see, I think we're going to need a few more tracks. So we're going to go insert, audio track. Insert, audio track. Okay, now... This drum says drum. Okay, let's see if... Oh. Okay, now what we're going to do is export original. Okay, this is complicated. This just really complicates my brain. But that's what we have to do. Export, selected keys. Undo. Okay, what did I just do? 1, 2, 3. Okay, export original. Export original. Original. What you have to do to make a song, people, is sometimes just your brain has to be extremely aggressive, and you have to just keep going at it like a battle, like a battlefront or something. Okay, now I've forgotten. Oh, they've all been exported now. Okay, I just forgot what I was doing here. Okay, I can't put that up there. We're going to minimize that and bring this back. Okay. And now we're going to try drum. Okay. This looks like it's going to be similar to that. Okay, and then this is our bass drum. Okay, why do they look like almost identical? Let's see. Okay. Now, I think this is going to be loud, so I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Cakewalk down a bit. Okay, let's see what we have now. Solo this. All right. Okay. Okay. What I'm seeing here now is that this may not need this because I think this is the same as that. Okay, I don't see a snare drum in here. Let's see. Okay, and that's this. Okay, now when we do this, that's that and that. Yeah, so what we don't need is this, okay? And now when we get to this here, because we have them, this, that's just bass drum. Okay, now, all right, so let's just get rid of this track. Delete track. Okay, so now let's go back to this. That was our bass drum. This is the snare. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, that's our snare drum, which should have its own track. Insert audio track. Okay, so what we're going to do is this is going to be snare drum. Shift. Okay. Snare. Drum. Snare drum, okay. See how complicated this is, people? Now, this is what? Is this going to be our bass? No. This goes here. That's our hi-hat. Okay. Back here. Cymbals. Okay, we need cymbals. Insert audio track. CYM. Cymbals. You know, the cymbals, and the bells come from the word Baal, which is an old god of the Babylonians, and that's where the word bell comes from, is the word Baal, cymbal, because they used to ring the bells to wake up the gods. And so that's why we have bells and Baals, and Baal was, the bell was to wake up Baal. And that's why that word Baal, cymbal, is in there. Okay, cymbals go here. Let's listen to that track. That's a cymbal. Yeah, I think I have better cymbals than that. So what we do is we have these tracks here, and then I can say, oh, I don't really care for that bass drum. Let's try this one. Okay, and this is where it started out with me just using their pre-canned tracks. Okay, and then it goes to me. So that's the cymbals. Oh, what's going on here? Come back. All right. Something's freaking out. Let's save this. Okay, so we don't lose our work. New. Thanka. Cymbals. Okay, this is our bass drum. This may still look the same as the others. Yeah, well, it does look different. Okay, these look different than that. Okay, but it is a bass. Okay, now what is this? Guitar. And what's this? We'll find out. All right, we're going to put, this is, I think, our guitar again. Okay, they sound the same. But it is a different thing, okay? But it sounds the same. Okay, and what they've done also, they've put it a little heavier on this side and lighter on that side. And what we'll find is probably this one is going to be another guitar that's going to be heavy on this side. Yeah, see how that works? So we have now that's definitely going to be used. Okay, we're going to save this. Okay, this is going to be guitar 1. And this is going to be guitar 2. Okay. Now, that's because when I make music, I don't throw anything together. It's always I always take it as far as it really should be taken in order for a song to be made. You know, you want your song to be to bring out and the best quality you can. And sometimes with a song you come up against a wall. When you come up against a wall, there's not much you can do. You're stuck. And that's it. So you have to put out what you have. But if you can go further and bring out the tracks, and then you do it. Okay, so now we're going back to our elastic. Okay, now we're going to clear all of these out. Clear all. Now we're going to our third section. Now you can see there are more mix. Okay, we're just going to drag them in and take a look at them all. 2, 3. Hi-hat. Cymbal. Bass. Guitar. This is a pre-chorus something. Pre-chorus. What do these sound like? Okay, and there's something, it's an electric guitar, but you have to wait until the very end of this to hear it. It's some kind of outro. Well, yeah, you just gotta have that. Okay. All right, so okay, these can go because they're like mix downs, and we're trying to get everything separate. Clear selected key, and I think this is a drum mix down. Yep, and we don't want that. Clear selected key. Now that's the bass, snare, hi-hat, cymbal. Okay, bass drum. Okay, so now what we have to go do is go back here, select all of this and delete it. Those are our exports. Now we're going to export these. Original. Hopefully I don't mess this up in any way. You know, it's so complicated. But once they're all in, export, original, then okay. Now, let's just keep moving. Let's see. Now, this is our next section. Okay, this is our where is it? Okay. Well, what I do know, okay, this is hi-hat, cymbal. This is our cymbal. Okay. Guitar. Okay, we have 3 guitars. Bass drum. That looks like a bass drum. Snare drum is here. There was a hi-hat. Let's see what this sounds like. That's hi-hat. That's a bass drum. That's a... Oh, that's... Oh, because they're both there. That's a snare, okay. And the cymbal. Okay, now we have a bass that we're looking for. Bass. I think that's our bass right there. That's our bass. And now we have 3 guitar parts. Guitar 1, 2, G, guitar 3. Okay, now let's see which ones go where. Guitar, let's try this here. That looks like almost the same wave file. It is definitely where it goes. Okay, now this one is here. Let's see what this sounds like. That is really pretty. Get tired of now. I still have 3 more sections to do. I have this section to do now. This section here, we might as well do this. Okay, this section is that section. So let's grab this little section here, and let's just slide her over here. That's that section. Okay, and that is that section again. Okay, we might as well get as much done as we can here. Now we have I have 2 sections left to do. We have this long section, and we have this outro. Yeah, this one's going to have the most amount of instruments in it. It'll probably have a couple more. This one's going to be the hardest, okay? These files, and it's really kind of utilizing so much of my knowledge of instruments, the sounds. I know what all these instruments are, you know, and it's taking a lot of that kind of work out of my brain. So, okay, now we're going to go back to Elastic, and it took me days to learn how to use Elastic. Okay, so now we're going to go... What? Okay, I've missed something here, okay? Because it's saying that I have 2... Oh, there are 2 sections. There's a... Okay. I've done something wrong here. Okay. Oh. Okay, I think I did do this right here. That's that large part. Okay. See, these parts look alike. Like, I don't think this is the same music here. Okay, something's wrong here. Okay, this is it. Okay, this is not the same music here. Okay, this goes. All right, that's the one that's different. Okay, so okay, these. Okay, now this is not this music, okay? This is this music. Okay, I don't want to mess this up because you can see this has a really big build up here and this one doesn't. And that's the same here. So this goes there. Okay, I told you this was going to be really hard. This one goes here. Okay, this is the different one. It looks the same here, but these are not the same. Okay, that's okay. So we have 3 pieces left to go. We have this long piece, and that happens 3 times. I can just copy that. This piece and that piece. Okay, so we're going to save this. All right. Okay, now we're going to go back to this. 4. This is our chorus. Now we're going to empty all these out. Clear. Clear all. Now we're going to drag all these down in here. This is going to be the hardest one, I think. But that's okay. That's what we do. Art doesn't get judged. Clear selected key. These ones I know I'm not going to use. This is a drum loop. Okay, we don't want that one. Clear selected key. Okay, and I think this is where things start to pick up here. Okay, E bass, E guitar. There's 4 guitars. Okay, 4 electric guitars. So we're going to be adding another electric guitar. What I don't see is a pad here. Okay, so we got bass drum, snare, hi-hat, cymbal, and our bass guitar. Electric and 4 electric guitars this time. Okay, so we're going to go here. Okay, now we have to go back to our thing here. They're all cleared out. So we're going to right-click, export, original. Right-click, export, original. Export, original. Original. And the thing is that export original, you know, I had to buy these. You know, people will find a way to okay, the bass drum. Now we're looking for bass drum. Okay, BD is bass drum. Now, okay, that doesn't go there. That goes here. Actually, we'll start with this one. This is our first long one. Bass drum goes there. Okay. And snare drum. Okay. Hi-hat. This is hi-hat. Okay. Cymbal is here. Bass is here. I have to listen to this and make sure. Okay, there's the bass. We're looking for our snare drum. Where are you, snare drums? Snare drum is that, I think. That's our snare drum, okay. And now we have 4 guitars. Okay, so we're going to go guitar 4. That is our 4th guitar. Okay, now we're going to go here and see if we can just kind of drag these in and see if they work. That looks like our... That's the guitar. See, it's heavy on the left. On the left pan. What's this? Let's see what this is. Okay, this is just totally different guitar. Okay, we're just going to drag them in and see what we've got here. These may have to go in their own little yeah, I think they're going to have to. They're going to have their own channels because they're so different from everything else. Okay, so we're going to go guitar 5, insert. Audio track. Okay, and this is going to go shift. That's going to, okay. Nope. That's going to go there. Oh, we need another one. Because that one is so different as well. Okay, insert. Audio track. Yes, see, all these guitar tracks are slightly different, but these ones are massively different. Okay, they're so okay, so this is guitar 4, 5, and this also exemplifies what 6 and 7, what I refer to as guitar work. Guitar, A-R, guitar 7. Okay. That, you know, guitar is, you know, they don't have an easy job, okay? Because, okay, we have a track here, guitar 4. There's nothing in guitar 4, so maybe I've messed something up here. I hope I haven't. We're going to move this up 1. This up 1. Okay. Okay, so why are these both purple? Let's change the color of this track to yellow, purple, blue, pink, another kind of purple, yellow, red, blue, okay. And this guitar track, we'll leave it, we're just going to leave this with no name. Okay. Let's call that audio for now because we may need it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is grab these tracks. Okay. We're going to copy them. Okay, this actually has got to go like this. Okay. This goes here. And then it goes here. Save this. Okay. All methodical. Methodically, guitar 3 is here. It's got that weird just little segment. That's the only place I use that segment of music. All right, now, okay, now we're going to go here. This is our second to last one. So we're going to go in here and delete all of these files. Delete. We're going to go back to Elastic. I'm going to select this. We're going to empty these, clear all. And now we're going to start dragging them down and see what we have here. If the guitar parts look similar, then I'll use them. But if this has a lot of little things going on here. One less, a couple less than the last one, but okay, this can go. We know that's a, this can go, and this one says drums, drum loop. We don't want the drum loop because we want everything separate. Clear selected keys. Okay, bass, drum, snare, hi-hat, cymbals, electric bass, electric, and 2 guitars. Okay, so this is more cut and dry. Okay, right-click, export, original, right-click, export, original, right-click, export, original, cymbal, export, original, right-click, export, original, export, original. Let's wake up some gods. Export, original. There we go. Now we are in this interesting place. This is our bass drum. Okay, so we're going to bring this back. Now I'm going blind here. Bass drum goes here. That looks like a bass drum to me. Okay, and then we have a hi-hat, which is here. I can't see what the heck's going on here. Hi-hat is here. That looks like a hi-hat. Snare drum is here. Okay, cymbal. Where's the cymbals? Are here. This is the only place this section is used as well. Okay, bass is where? Bass is right there. That looks like a bass. Let's save this. Save this. Okay, now bring this back. Okay, and now we have 2 guitar parts. We're going to put these here and see what they look like. Guitar 1. And guitar 2. Yeah, those can go there, I think. Let's get rid of these. Yeah, see how that looks like the same guitar? Okay, part. These look similar, okay. They're similar, but not identical. Now, which is kind of nice. Hats off to Ueberschall. They could have, like, this could have all been like one guitar track. but they actually put the time into making each section have different guitar tracks so that it grew. This is a really high quality song file, and that's what you can go and buy this and use this in your own song if you'd like. Make your own song from this. Do exactly what I'm doing here, and make this into your own song. So, okay, we have one section left, the outro. So we're going to right-click, clear all. I'm going to drag these in. I don't know if I deleted my thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we've got mix, which can go clear, selected keys, backing. What's this? Okay, this is all in here. So this is clear, selected, drum. Okay, and these are all here. So that's got all the mix. So clear selected keys. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left to do. And I did clear those. Okay, so export original. Export original. Export original. I've been doing this, and I did this like all night in my sleep. I was exporting these and getting them done, and yeah, trying to say, okay, you gotta go and bite the bullet and do this crazy thing and get your sounds together here. Okay, so okay. So here we go. Now we're gonna go our bass drum. Bass DBD. It stands for bass drum, I believe. That's our bass drum. Hi-hat is here. Cymbal, of course. Bass is here. Guitar. What's the TE? GTE. We have 3 guitars. Okay, so we don't have a snare drum in the end. I don't see anything SC. Bass, guitar. Let's try this one first. That looks like that guitar would go there. How about this one? That goes there, and then we have some random guitar here. Okay. And these can get deleted now. Now I might put this in its own place. Okay, we'll see. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, this is going to go in its own track, so we're going to call this guitar 7. It's going to be so I can control it independently. Okay, so now we can get rid of this music track, okay, here, because we're going to be doing all of this music now from, so we don't have to get rid of it. We'll just archive it. We're going to throw it up here with our old Ueberschall stuff. Well, we'll just put it up at the top here and archive it, okay? So that we know It's so because now it can't play or anything. Music. Okay, what did I just do? I think I just did something. That's the bass drum. We don't want to archive the bass drum. No, we don't. Archive, bass drum. Let's move this back. Okay, this is going to stay there. No, we don't want to put that inside there. Okay, I've just messed this up. Music. Okay, this, we're going to just put it down below, bass drum below our hi-hat. And then move the hi-hat below the bass drum. And then we have this music track, which is inside of some kind of folder. Okay, I've got to take this music and get it out of that folder. So we're going to put it in there for now. Then we're going to mute it, archive it, and get it out of the way. We'll move it up here for now. And just leave it enough so I can see that's music that was muted and archived. Okay. Now, we're going to send all these to the music bus because they are music. Music. And I may break them down and send like the drums out to a drum bus first, but for now, we'll just send them out to the music bus. Music. Music. The music bus I made earlier, so it's down in the bus things. Bus, music bus. Everybody's got to have a music bus. Okay. Music. Music. And music. And we're gonna go send this guitar 7 out to music, give that a color. Okay, save this. Okay. Beautiful. Now we can kind of get a rough mix on these now. So I believe I did this right. Okay, I believe I did it right. So you never know until you go to. I think I did it right. So we're going to turn these all down a little bit because they're way too high. Cymbals, bass, guitar, 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 guitar. Now another thing we're going to do. Okay, let's just play it and see what it sounds like. Now, so it's nice I can turn off the bass drum. That's the sound that I put in. You were so shy. I tried to find out the reason why. You seem so far away from a place where love could stay. I knew deep inside of you I'd find a way to love so true. Okay.
You said love was not real, but I could see how you feel. You seem content on your own. All these nights you spent alone. I will find a way to your love. Nothing feels more like heaven above. One day we will be enough. I will find a way to your love.
So you can see that this song has a lot of work to do. And so it does. It does. So the harmonies and all haven't even been edited. And as you can see, I had to sing them quite a few times. And then I have to go and comp them and find out which ones were the best. And this one, look how many times I had to re-sing this little harmony part to get it right. This was at, of course, last night at like 12 o'clock at night when I'm sure my neighbor's buddies stuff. So, all right, so I have to mix and master. I have to EQ all of these tracks. I have to add effects to them. There's just a ton of stuff. I have to master this song. I have to edit the backup vocals that I sung last night. Of course, I didn't use my own voice. I stole somebody else's voice and sung it. No, I used my voice, So the voice that I had to take voice lessons, pay to take voice lessons, go to college, all of that stuff, and I pretty much had a voice. I started at 12 years old singing. That's how I just sang for, I sacrificed my childhood so that, of going out and hanging with friends. And instead I stayed home and listened to Jackson Browne and all of these other artists and learned how to sing. Neil Young, and learned Cat Stevens. Listened to my albums and stood in front of a mirror and learned how to sing. So until my voice was very, very, very strong, until I could sing anything I wanted to, pretty much. Okay, so this is...
You said love was not real, but I could see how you feel.
Some of that sounds a little sour. It's got to be fixed. So I haven't edited those yet either. So this music track, okay, I can pretty much say, okay, I'm going to save this, okay, and then I'm going to go File, Save As, and we're going to save it as 7, even though I have that music track, okay. We're going to save it as 7, okay, and now this track can go, delete. Okay, I have 25 tracks selected. Delete track, okay. All right, that track is gone. Lead vocal, okay. All right, this is, this lead vocal, okay. This is an archived lead vocal. We're going to leave that here. I think what I'll do is I'll move the archived lead vocal up to the top here. And then I'm going to move this lead vocal right under it. And now these are harmonies. So we're going to go harmony. We'll just call them, I know harmonies are vocals. Harmony 1. I don't usually name instrument tracks harmony. Harmony 2. Harmony 3. Okay, I thought there were maybe a bit more than 3, but no. Okay. Now this elastic is the original elastic. We're going to get rid of that too. Delete track folder. I just want to make sure I don't really screw something up here. And now I have an elastic down here as well that we were using to gather those tracks. We're going to delete this track folder as well. If I have to insert elastic back in and do something with it, we're not using this track right here, so we're going to delete that. We're just going to clean things up a little bit. All right, so now I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. Now this, like this bass drum part, I was told that it had too much.
You seem content on your own. All these nights you spent alone.
Yeah, so I might just cut some of these beats out.
You seem content. You seem content on your own. All these nights you spent alone. I will find a way to your love.
We'll see. I'm not sure. I think part of the problem was because the other, okay, this is the UVI workstation. We don't need that armed. Okay, this is going to be this is a pad. Okay, is that I didn't have control when it was all in that other track. They were mixed, and it was like I had to live with the volume that they decided to pick for the bass drum, for the drums, and it was a little loud, too loud. At least I noticed it was too loud, and then the people that I shared my song with noticed it was too loud, and so they recommended that I turn it down. It's like, well, I can't really turn it down because it's all frozen and glued in together into this mix that somebody's done. And so actually what when you buy a loop, sometimes you have no real choice. You're stuck with the loop, and you're stuck with, how many famous rap songs are built around a loop that somebody bought? I think I might call them again today and just mention that. All right, well, that is going to do it for this video. I'm going to take kind of a break here, and I will come back and work with, maybe I'll come live. I might need to just get into my, 6-8 hour kind of brain and really mix and master, compress these tracks and just do the things, cut some of the bass out of the bass here, this bass here, right here. Okay, so all right, let's see what. So we're going to go into this. All right, let's. Okay. We got to cut some of this bass out of the. Okay. It's beautiful. That bass is. Now that bass I'm not going to touch other than just to compress it. That's beautiful.
Love so true, love so true, and I would find a way to.
That's a real bass player there. Now I think I can put in vocal rider here. This is a stereo bass, so we're going to do vocal rider stereo, and we can make that bass just really sit on top of. Okay.
And I would find a way to your love. Nothing feels more like heaven above.
That's going to be so nice. That bass is just like a perfect little phantom in the background.
You seem content on your own. All these nights you spent alone. I will find a way to your love. Nothing feels more like heaven above. One day we will be enough.
Okay. Okay, so you see these vocals, these harmonies, I have to go through and comp these, and then I have to tune them, edit the just the harmonies alone. These will take me an hour and a half, 2 hours to do. So and get the harmonies all set into their own bus. They don't even have their own bus yet, and they have to be compressed. They have to be EQ'd. I have to add some parallel reverb to them, and they have to be comped, and they decide which ear they need to be panned to. All kinds of decisions with them. Now, so that is something that's got to be done, and I think I might add some oohs and ahs at the beginning. Those aren't here yet, so that's another hour to 2 hours to put oohs and ahs in and get them comped and compressed and EQ'd. Just to put some oohs and ahs in, it takes a lot of work. And yeah. I could use oohs and ahs that I have from other instruments, but I don't do that. I put my own in. So
You were so shy. I tried to find out the reason why. You seem so far away. From a place where love could stay. I knew deep inside of you I'd find a way to love so true, and I would find a way to your love.
okay, excuse me. I think this already sounds better than it did.
And I would find a way to your love.
To your la, to your love. Okay, so this is should. To your love, your love. You said love was not real. Okay. All right. That's going to do it. I'm done. I'm done for now. All right. Thank you for watching. Sigmund's going to say goodbye. Say goodbye, Sigmund. Goodbye, Sigmund. Oh, that was nice, Sigmund. Your little teeny bear nose. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please take care. Like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. And live 4K Rex Red in Cakewalk, making music from 40 years worth of music, okay? Experience all the way back to MS-DOS, when the first time I used Cakewalk was in MS-DOS. So yes, all the way back to MS-DOS. Cakewalk for MS-DOS. And it was a pretty cool program back then. It didn't have audio. You couldn't put your voice into it. I had to use a reel-to-reel. I think FSK was something I had to use back then. But I think I used SMPTE timecode in the first Cakewalk. And I go back before then. I was hooking, let's see, a Master Tracks. It was this little cartridge that plugged into my Commodore 64's keyboard, a little cartridge. You plugged it in, and it had MIDI cables. And I was working with MIDI with a Commodore 64, and oh my God, wasn't that limited. But I didn't have a lot of things. Things cost thousands of dollars to buy a synthesizer. It's like I can buy a whole package of synthesizers now, like software synthesizers for $150. But back then, for one synthesizer, and it was usually not even multi-timbral, you know, it was it was polyphonic, but not multi-timbral. And so you could play one voice with it. So you had to record it on something, and then you could switch the voice to something else. Yeah, so I go way back, and also I also had a TRS-80 computer. Back at the same time, I had two computers. I had a TRS-80 and I had a Commodore 64, and I had more luck getting making music with the Commodore, but that was a long time ago. So now what we're dealing with is is like night and day. It's just totally different world. And as you can see, all these tracks and just the ability. I remember with Cakewalk, there was a time when I had to program drum machines, and you had to have every single drum beat picked out, every cymbal crash before you even recorded a second track. You had to know where each cymbal crash was going to occur, where each drum beat was going to occur, where all of the pauses in the song and things like that. And so you had to program the drums, so you had to know exactly how many measures were going to be after you sung a certain thing, how long the instrumental was going to be. And all of that had to be pre-planned out, and it would be just pages and pages of notes and paper stuff. And then you had to know how loud the cymbal crash was going to be, for after you would sing, and you had to have all of that pre-programmed out. And then you recorded your drum track onto the reel-to-reel, like an 8-track. That's what I had at the time, and you recorded your drum track down, and then you could add your chord track, and then you could add your guitar tracks and other things. Usually it was a piano track that you would, just so you would know where the chords were. Then you could, once you had a piano track, and you could theoretically sing your vocal track. Oh yes, those were the days, and I could not believe the day that, the DAW came in, Windows 3.1, and where you could actually, and I don't think it was actually Windows 3.1 that no, it wasn't. It was maybe Windows 95. Windows 95 was the first. And it might have even been Vista when you could actually, I think it was Cakewalk 6 that really changed things, where you could record longer than 3 seconds worth of audio. I think that's what the sound recorder did in Windows 3.1, was about 3 seconds worth of audio, and you couldn't play two audio tracks at the same time, that kind of stuff. ASIO, none of that was around that I know of. There may have been proprietary stuff in the big recording studios. I don't believe that any digital songs had been released yet. None of them. The first digital song, I think, that the album, first digital album, I don't know that the whole album was. I think Poison came out with an album, and there was also they were called DDD DVDs, and they were digitally mastered, digitally mixed, and digitally something else. DDD DVDs, DVD CDs. Actually, and Elton John, his song "Sacrifice" was one of the first digitally recorded, and that's why that song sounds so beautiful. It was like really the first of an entire generation of music. It was Sacrifice was definitely I believe, I don't know if it was the very first, but it was the first Elton John song that was done completely digitally. So yeah, all of this stuff I lived through, and they were recording DDD, but consumers being able to do it, still, it took a few years before it came down to the consumer level where consumers could do DDD CDs. And but now, and and that the big thing was the drums, because suddenly it came point where you could just play the song on your synthesizer, play the chords on a piano, and map out the song and do the drums last. And that was the most freeing thing. That was the most amazing thing that happened to music, was when you could do the drums last. Every time I work on drums, I still think back to that time where drums had to be done first, and you had to know every single beat. You couldn't go back. Once you laid those drums down onto the track, usually like track 8 or track 2. Track 1 was usually your SMPTE time code and all, and so so that's how far back I go with this stuff. So this is going to be an interesting song when it's done. I'm going to be able to just really mix it. And before I couldn't mix it. I was stuck with that stereo track, and everything was all mixed in together. So hats off to Ueberschall. And I've also I've asked them to do some violin, make some more violin. They have, I believe, a fiddle, country fiddle. I would like to see more fiddle work from Ueberschall. So I sent them a note asking them to do a larger collection of their fiddle things. So we'll see what they say. So, all right. Well, you have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will talk with you again soon. I am getting just a little bit tired.